She walked into the pharmacy just before closing. She looked perfectly fine. She smiled. She greeted everyone. And when I asked how she was doing, she gave the answer most of us have given at one point or another. I'm fine. She had come in for something simple. At least that's what she thought. She mentioned she had been experiencing some discomfort for a while and wanted something she could take to make it go away. Nothing serious, she said. She had been busy. Work had been stressful. There were bills to pay, children to take care of, responsibilities everywhere. She simply didn't have time to stop, so she kept going. She took something whenever the discomfort became difficult to ignore. Then she carried on with her life. And isn't this what most of us do? We ignore the headache because we have somewhere to be. We ignore the constant tiredness because we are just busy. We ignore symptoms because we tell ourselves they will disappear. We say, I'll deal with it later. But sometimes, later comes with a price. As we talked, I realized she really wasn't looking for medicine. She was looking for permission to continue ignoring what her body had been telling her. And that conversation changed. Instead of simply giving her something to take, I explained why the symptoms shouldn't automatically be masked without understanding the cause. We talked about warning signs. We talked about how long the symptoms had been happening. And most importantly, I encouraged her to take appropriate medical evaluation rather than continuing to self-treat. She became quiet. Then she said, I honestly thought it wasn't important. And that sentence stayed with me. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing about a health problem isn't that it starts suddenly. It's that we get used to it. We learn to live with it. We make excuses for it. We normalize it until one day something forces us to pay attention. And this is where pharmacies can become more than places where people simply buy medicines. Sometimes, a simple conversation can make someone stop and think. A pharmacist may be the first healthcare professional a person speaks to, not because they planned it, not because they made an appointment. They simply walk through a pharmacy door, and sometimes the ordinary visit becomes the moment someone realizes, maybe I shouldn't ignore this anymore. So if you are watching this and you've been telling yourself, I'm fine, ask yourself one question. Are you really fine? Or have you simply become good at carrying what you are going through? Don't diagnose yourself from a video. Don't panic over every symptom. Don't ignore persistent worsening or concerning symptoms either. Ask questions. Speak to a qualified healthcare professional. And when something doesn't feel right, don't automatically convince yourself that you have to push through it. Because taking care of yourself isn't weakness. It isn't wasting time. And it certainly isn't selfish. The people who depend on you need you healthy too. The woman eventually left the pharmacy. She came in looking for something to make the problem disappear. But she left with something more important, a reason to stop ignoring it. And maybe that's the reminder we all need. We spend so much of our lives taking care of everyone else that sometimes we forget the person who needs our attention too, you. So the next time someone asks, how are you? Before you automatically say, I'm fine, take a moment, listen to yourself, because sometimes the body whispers before it has to shout. If you enjoy everyday pharmacy stories, real-life conversations, and the health lessons hidden inside ordinary encounters, subscribe and follow this channel, because every person who walks through a pharmacy door has a story, and sometimes one conversation can change everything.